Good evening, Jambo peeps. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's episode of Jamboree Tonight, our daily broadcast by Jamboree Scouts for Jamboree Scouts that tells you what's going on here at the summit so that you can make the most of your Jamboree experience.
And a big shout out to our moms, dads, families, and friends watching at home. We hope this gives you a little peek into what we're experiencing here at the Jamboree.
If you're watching here at the Jamboree, make sure you get your friends and patrol members to watch too. This is where you'll learn all the information you need to plan the next few days of your Jamboree adventures.
Hey Michelle, guess what day it is? Guess what day it is?
It's Hump Day.
Whoop, whoop. Hump Day.
How happy are folks who watch Jamboree Tonight? Happier than a camel on Hump Day.
Hump Day means we're halfway through the National Jamboree. We've had an amazing time so far, but with just 4 days of program left, it's more important than ever to plan and strategize your days to get in as many activities and adventure as possible.
And we here at Jamboree Tonight and Jambo Link are ready to help. Before we get an update on tomorrow's activities, including what you need to know about the President's visit tomorrow night, let's take a quick look back on our most excellent Saturday.
We assembled last night for the first time at the AT&T Summit Stadium for our opening show, a celebration of scouting. It was fantastic. I enjoyed the songs, both by Charles Dahlquist and ex-ambassadors. Michelle, what was your favorite part?
I loved the epic entrances. The only thing that would have topped what we saw was Mike Serba riding a motorcycle down the zip line.
That would have been pretty epic, but totally against the Guide to Safe Scouting.
Thanks for setting a good example, Mike.
And today got even better, with scouts enjoying Jambo Palooza and maybe even a bit of R&R.
What is Jambo Palooza?
Isn't it a palooza of Jambo?
Well, sort of, Forrest. Let's see what the scouts have to say.
What is Jambo Palooza?
What is Jambo Palooza?
What is Jambo Palooza?
What is Jambo Palooza?
It's like this party thing
Where everyone in Jambo comes down, has a good time on the slide, listening to music, or just playing games. Can Jam! Okay, ready?
Giant water slide!
The water slide says all the 12 points of Boy Scouting. You run the Spartan race around, and then you get to go down the water slide.
Giant water slide! Go run!
It's a bunch of activities, it's a lot of fun. There's a great slip and slide over there.
I'm just mustard. I don't know anything.
Jambo Palooza is a giant race to get to the giant slip and slide.
There's a giant catapult launching something.
It's where we all gather together at this Jamboree, and we just do all these amazing fun things.
And it's a great opportunity for everyone to get together and have fun.
Hailing from the Southern Region, we are happy to be joined by Savannah McMillan, the Southern Region Venturing President.
Hi, Michelle.
Now, Savannah, what was it that made you want to join venturing?
So when I was younger, I grew up watching my cousin go through Boy Scouts, and his older sister would be their tag-along in their troop. And then she joined a venture crew, and I watched them do such amazing things and go on so many different hiking trips, and I really was just so jealous of her, and I wanted to join so badly.
So now, what inspired you to seek office as a regional president?
I saw the Southern Region grow a lot in inspiration, enthusiasm for venturing and for the program, and I thought it was really awesome. I wanted to get back. I wanted to help the area presidents and find funds for them to travel and get back to those grassroots of the council.
Great, and now obviously your family is involved in scouting, and you have many scouting memories. So what is your favorite scouting memory?
Other than the day that I joined my venturing crew, it would have to be when I staffed NAIL, or the National Advanced Youth Leadership Experience, here at the Summit in 2015. It was just such an honor, and I met such amazing and wonderful people. Our overlook took place up at Foxtrot, and some of the staff members went down to the overlook, and we watched the sunset together, and it was just so peaceful, serene, beautiful, and we just got to reflect and be with each other. It was really awesome.
All right, now Savannah, can you please set the record straight? Being from the South, do you call it soda, Coke, or pop?
So I personally call it soda, but a lot of the people that I'm around call it Coke, considering that's all we drink, so it's kind of a mix-up.
All right, so another fun question.
Okay.
If you can have only one song play every time you walked into a room for the rest of your life, now what would it be?
So I love Ed Sheeran to my death. So any song by him would be absolutely perfect. But my favorite right now would be Nancy Mulligan, so I'd have to say that.
That's one of my favorites too. All right, now thank you for stopping by, Savannah.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back after this.
Thank you.
And welcome back, and it's time for news you can use. Let's just get it right out of the way first. Hydrating is the most important part of the Jamboree that's not brought to you by AT&T.
The big story everyone's talking about across the Jamboree, the 8th presidential visit to the National Jamboree tomorrow evening. There was a lot of details released to the leaders and staff today about the planning for this event, and it's important that you begin planning right now.
There's a lot of fake news circulating, and well, you can always rely on the 2017 Jambo Twitter feed for some information. Here's some of the key things you need to know.
Program areas will close at varying times on Monday. Both the app and 2017 Jambo.org have been updated with details on exactly when each area is open. Once program ends, you should plan on heading back to your subcamp before the visit.
Day of service, rafting, and the trek to Garden Ground will go on as planned. Treks start an hour earlier than usual, so again, check 2017jambo.org for details. Mobilization to the visit will occur on a set schedule by subcamp. Please be ready to leave your subcamp when instructed.
There's a long list of what to bring to the show and what not to bring. Definitely bring the basics, such as your phone and an appropriate water bottle. Avoid bringing exactly things you would expect to not be able to bring. Pocket knives, fireworks, backpacks, or that hilarious sign you've been working on.
Primarily because it probably won't be funny, but also because the Secret Service will be there. Consequences.
Exactly. After the president departs, we'll head right into our evening show, the Fellowship and Service Show. This is a new show highlighting the greatness of scouting.
During the show, the Order of the Arrow will be selling a limited edition patch. It's only $5, and you can pay with cash, credit card, or a Jamboree gift card. It's a great opportunity to commemorate all of Monday's historic events.
Our final news bulletin tonight. We'll all be able to start telling stories that begin with that one time at Jamboree.
Because the Jamboree Band is hosting their own band camp on Wednesday. If you brought your instrument to the Jamboree and want to play with the Jamboree Band, meet at Carnegie Hall, also known as the Band Tent. Details are on the app.
Which, as you may know, is powered by AT&T.
That's the news we have for tonight. Go behind the scenes at the arena stage after this.
Forrest, wasn't last night's show incredible? Luke and Kathy were great hosts.
Oh, and Chief Sorbal riding in on a BSA motorcycle? Who knew?
And we can't forget about ex-ambassador's wild performance.
Michelle from the Stadium Experience team gives us an inside look at, well, the stadium experience.
Maybe I'll get to know the acts, 10 minutes before the kids do. So, and that did not happen. I did not know until they were on stage yesterday. Hi, I'm Michelle from Mount Baker Council from Everett, Washington, and we're at the Summit Jamboree giving backstage tours. Hi, here at the Jamboree, we've been giving shows ever since 1937 and every Jamboree since. It started as concrete stages at Valley Forge, which is still there today, all the way to Farragut State Park in Idaho in 1969, where we used a single flatbed trailer, a megaphone for our sound system, and a bonfire for our lighting. Stage that we use today is portable here. It weighs 61,000 pounds, and we can stack it with 58,000 pounds of equipment. We have 4 sound towers with line array speakers. And we have 10 camera systems out in the stadium helping us bring the show to the youth. We have 2 mobile screens that we use. They're the largest mobile screens in the world. They're truck mounted. They're 19 feet by 33 feet. And really my favorite part is watching all of the boys and girls march into the arena, and they just do it so seamlessly, and it's just, you have no people and then you have, 40,000 people.
Our next guest is a member of the World Scout Jamboree Dream Team and is currently running for World Organization of the Scout Movement Youth Advisor, Diana Carrillo. Thanks for coming, Diana.
Thanks for inviting me.
So, tell me, what has been the highlight of your scouting career so far?
Well, I've been a scout for 16 years now. I have many different highlights, but I would choose 2. The first one was back in 2011 at the World Scout Jamboree in Sweden. I made so many friends from different countries. And the second one would be when I was selected to serve as the national coordinator of the Mexican Scout Youth Network, because me and my team were able to put forward some interesting recommendations on youth involvement, which were very important in Mexico.
What's one of those recommendations?
Making youth more engaged under task forces under the committee in Mexico.
It's always good having people advocate for more
Yes.
youth involvement.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, one of our Secret Service agents told me that in your background check, they heard you like dancing. What's your favorite type of dance?
Well, they are correct. I really enjoy Latin music since I am from Mexico, obviously. And I also enjoy Mexican traditional dances.
Could we get a demonstration?
Maybe at the 24th World Scout Jamboree back here in 2 years.
So I gotta wait a couple of years, but
Yes.
then I can see.
Yes.
Okay. So you're the national coordinator of the Scouts of the World Award program, right?
Yeah.
What's your number one mission in that role?
So this award is the only one given by the World Organization of the Scouting Movement to young people. So this program goes along with the Better World Framework, which promotes global and active citizenship. What we do in Mexico for Rovers, which is a section for young scouts between 18 and 22 years old, is to promote this citizenship by exploring global challenges and then for them to make service projects. So my mission is to promote this award in Mexico and to make sure that it goes well.
And have you received this award yourself?
Yeah, 2015.
What was your service project?
I was back in a community in Tijuana, Baja California, which is the border with San Diego.
Yeah.
I did a service project with the kids. We did local scout groups in vulnerable communities there. So I was there for a couple of months doing my volunteer project. Yeah.
Wow, and so you spent a couple of months on a service project to earn that award. That's incredible.
I really enjoyed that.
All right, so other than getting down on the dance floor, what's your favorite activity outside of scouting?
Yeah, so I like swimming when I am not in scouting because scouting takes a lot of my free time.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I am so glad you could join us, and I'm looking forward to seeing that Mexican traditional dance at the 2019 World Scout Jamboree.
Only 2 years ago. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. You've by now noticed that our tan
and green
uniforms aren't the only ones here at the summit.
There are over 1,400 military personnel supporting the National Jamboree, and that's in addition to the staff from nearly 50 local, state, and federal government agencies that are on site coordinating as part of the Joint Interagency Task Force. Our team here gives you an inside look.
12, 13, 14, down, up.
It's a great chance for all the men and women of the Department of Defense to get to interact and see what goes on and what some of the youth in America are doing and having fun and getting to meet some of the young kids that are out there. It's a great experience. Brigadier General H.B. Gillum, I'm the director of the JADF here in the West Virginia National Guard in the States response to the Boy Scout Jamboree at Glen Jean, West Virginia. JADF stands for the Joint Interagency Task Force, and we stand up as a state. The governor does an executive order directing the JADF to be established in support of the Boy Scouts of America. We have over 40 interagency partners, state, local, and federal, and then military that come together to work and to communicate and ensure that the Scouts have a secure, safe, fun time. We had a bus full of Scouts that were doing volunteer work helping that community yesterday. And that's important, because that's part of what the Scouts live for and do is volunteer work. And it's important to the community to see those Scouts and know that they're not just here ziplining. They come here to live the Scout virtues and what they believe in, and so it helps us all.
So we have these very complicated fire control radars.
For me, it's an honor to be able to wear my uniform and still serve, my fellow countrymen. It's not often you get to do that, and we're usually around the world, providing service and protection, and when you can do it here for our own blood and treasure, it's important.
It looks like the military is really hustling out there. On behalf of all the Scouts here, thank you for your service. That'll do it for us tonight. We'll leave you with some of your pictures from social media. So don't forget, use hashtag 2017Jambo when you post on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You might see your pictures right here on Jamboree Tonight.
On behalf of the entire Jamboree Tonight team, thanks for staying up with us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night.